You have been seeing video like this for months. We're talking about the riots in Europe over those drastic austerity measures forced by crushing debt in several countries like Greece. All of that actually affects Americans in a very real way. The most recent wave of economic chaos in Europe causing the Dow to plunge nearly 800 points since last week. If you have a 401k, an IRA, or many other investments, that is not good. On Monday, President Obama is meeting with a couple of leaders of the European Union to talk about the crisis and offer some guidance. The backdrop for this meeting? The Congressional Supercommittee's failure to agree on a plan to get our own fiscal house in order, with our debt now topping $15 trillion. Chris Niedermeyer is a former deputy director at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, knows a lot about how the markets work and how it gets affected by this kind of thing in Washington. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of leadership at either end of Pennsylvania Avenue on trying to get our fiscal house in order.
You know, there really isn't, John, and I think the frustration of the American public is at an all-time low. I think Congress has a 9% support rating right now, and what we're seeing is not only the effect of the crisis in Europe affecting the United States, but we're seeing now the failure of the Supercommittee and how that can affect the markets here and globally as well. I guess in the last 10 days, the market, as you noted, has gone down. It's been the longest stretch of decline since '08, when we had the major beginnings of the recession. And
well, some people say, you know, you look at Greece, a country that has been spending more than it's been taking in, and they're in real problems right now. They say it's not that far-fetched to see the United States going down that same road. Does that seem like a stretch to you?
Well, I think it's a long way to get there, but it's not a total stretch. Right now, we were able to use the Federal Reserve to help us pump up our banks. And I think one of the roles that President Obama wants to have on Monday is to try to encourage some of the European leadership and the EU leadership to try to perhaps buy up some of this high-risk debt that is dragging down the banks all over Europe, and certainly in Germany and France and in Italy in particular.
And what about presidential leadership on this budget crisis? I mean, the president seems to have sort of walked away from this whole Supercommittee fiasco. He got the raise in the debt ceiling, the increase in the debt ceiling that he wanted out of the Supercommittee agreement, and then the whole deal falls apart.
Yeah, you know, I was a chief of staff in the Senate during the Clinton's administration, and there was just a stark difference between the patterns of leadership. Bill Clinton back then would have rolled up his sleeves and would have gotten in the middle of all of the battles on the Hill in the Supercommittee. After what happened with the deficit debate last summer, when pretty much Boehner walked away, it became much more difficult to bring something together. And as a result, we're here now where Clinton doesn't want to step into the middle of it because Obama doesn't want to step into the middle of it because of what happened last summer. And so what is he? He's out on the campaign trail campaigning on this issue when he really should be back in Washington banging heads and getting members of both the House and the Senate together to come up with some resolution.
Well, first we had Simpson-Bowles. That didn't go anywhere. Then we had the Supercommittee. That didn't go anywhere. It would seem like maybe the president would want to say, okay, let's do it my way, or, you know, let's all get together in a room and come up with something that works.
You know, you're absolutely right. The role of the president as the chief executive is to try to provide leadership, to get everybody around the table, and then to fight for what seems to be the best plan to come through. Obama's approach has been much more cerebral. It's been much more hands-off. He's been much more aloof. And I think at this point in time, both sides, the Hill and the White House, seem to be saying, oh, we're just going to wait till after next November. We'll wait and see what the election. In the meantime, the American public are going to suffer because the economy will continue to limp along.
People are getting frustrated.
They
that's
are.
For sure.
You're absolutely right.
Chris Niedermeyer, thanks.
Thanks.